Hey again, everybody. So I got cut off in the last video. I called that video 10 part 1. Um, so where was I? I was talking about my two highest needs, or the needs that I've focused my energy on the most in the last little bit of my life. And those were growth and significance. Um, and so through the process, what I was learning was that because my identity, my old story was so focused on finding significance more. I think even though I have a higher score here with growth, I think that the score from growth is actually contributing to my desire for significance. So in other words, like, I want to feel significance, I want to feel big, I want to feel people's admiration, I want people to like me, I want people to say how great I am, and then out of that, I want to make myself grow, because if I can grow physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right, all these things, then people will look at me by nature. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm bigger, if I'm more muscular, inevitably people's heads turn when you see a muscular person. It's not personal necessarily to that guy. It's just it's so relatively out of the ordinary for most people that your eyes can't help but turn. But in my mind, that represents a sense of significance. If somebody's turning their head and looking at me, then that represents some level of significance. And what sort of the I don't want to call it the report. That's not the right word. Or the interpretation of these different areas, and when you have very high numbers in each area, or whatever, like your top two numbers in each of these human needs, they give you like at the end of the test they give you like an interpretation, so you can grow from it, right? Say grow, right? Okay. Um, but what both growth and significance basically said is I need to focus on connecting to other people. So rather than being in my head and being so focused on growing in order to attract other people, I need to focus on other people. Essentially, what it basically said when it comes down to it is that my ego wants to prop itself up so everybody can look and watch and see how good and great and amazing it is. And then when everybody sees how good and great and amazing it is, then I can be in my heart, and then I can love other people because now everybody knows I'm good. So it's this sense of needing to feel significant in order to be able to love, when the reality is, the real talk, right? The real heart is, well, when I love myself first and I love others out of that first, when I first when I love myself, that's where that significance come from. And I've actually felt that over the last week and a half, 10 days or so, is as I've begun to love myself more and more and more, those feelings of significance in myself have helped. And I know that some of that too has come from, I told you guys I've been using the Lefko method to eliminate limiting beliefs, and I actually finished all the limiting beliefs. So I've eliminated all those 19 limiting beliefs that I eliminated using the Lefko method. And one conditioning, I just haven't been able to get back, or I shouldn't say haven't been able to, but I just haven't taken the time yet to go back and do the last three conditionings um, in the last couple of days. So once I get those done, then a lot of that, the fear and the doubt and the things that kept me from wanting to be around other people, those will all be eliminated. Um, well, most of it already is. So, and that actually that is true. That there's much more. I can feel much more confidence in myself. Um, I feel more, not much more confidence in myself per se, but just much more. I don't feel afraid to talk to people, which is great. Um, and so I can see some of the benefits of having removed those beliefs, those limiting things that have kept me from being connected to other people. I've seen the benefit of that, and then I've also seen the benefit of living in my heart after hearing what Kyle's had to say in in the limitation game. And I guess realistically, both of those things kind of worked in tandem to remove, like, I removed limiting beliefs, and then I learned how to live in my heart space so that I could push even those limitations. Do you know what I mean? So I removed limiting beliefs that were limiting my brain, right? That were pulling my brain back. And so I opened my brain, and then I started removing the limitation to my heart. And that was cool, which then expanded the limitation on my brain too. So then it was like this whole tandem thing of like, oh, I'm learning and I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm growing, I'm getting better. And that stroked that part of me, which is what I needed. I needed to feel significant and I needed to feel growth, and I'm feeling that in my life now, but I'm feeling it from my heart space, and my heart is saying, well, if you really want to sense this feeling of growth, then you really do need to connect to other people. And what my heart kind of threw my ego a bone last night. I was actually Kalegoing to myself last night about how I was going to connect to different people, and I'm going to connect to this many people, and I really got like very goal oriented about it. Okay, I'm gonna go this many times to Rocks the Gay Bar. I'm gonna talk to this many people. I'm, you know, if nothing comes of it, great. If nothing, just connect and just listen and just be there. Just be. Don't do anything necessarily per se. Like don't sit there and talk about yourself and talk and try to pull the conversation. Just okay, be there. If the space isn't there anymore, when the space ends, leave the space. So basically, come in the space, be who you are, and if there's not a connection, then leave. You know, and be okay leaving, and be okay with being okay, and love that feeling of, oh, maybe I don't have to like converse with everybody, and I don't have to actually like have to be on. Do you know what I mean? Um, so I love that. Yeah. So I'll expound some more on that later. This video is getting pretty long. It's gonna take me forever to upload. My Wi-Fi is not very good. Actually, I'm on my way to work, or I will be in about 20, 30 minutes or so. So I'll probably use my work Wi-Fi and upload there to be a little faster. Um, but I want to wish you guys, I guess, a good day, since I can't wish you a good night because it's in the middle of the daytime. It's like 6 in the morning. So have a great day, and I love you.